Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, March 2nd. My clock says 12:18 in the afternoon. I just wanted to do a couple of things for you, give you some suggestions and a couple of reminders, suggestions and reminders. So let me share my screen with you. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to share with you is that in this module, we're basically doing stop motion animation. And so it just says right here, stop motion animation. This is in the discussion area. So just remember at the very top, and that's where you can find the links to these these Zoom sessions, these office hours, or whatever you'd like to call them. They're just listed under regular Tuesday, regular Friday. So for the next bunch of Tuesdays, 9th, the 16th, but not the 23rd, because this is our spring break. And then we have 2 weeks, so the 30th and then the 6th. On those Tuesdays at noon, I will be here. And then Fridays at 4 o'clock. I thought that what I would do is have one that was midday and then one later in the afternoon in case you all have busy schedules. And just remember that hit me with my Yahoo address if you wanted to schedule a quick Zoom just on any other day during the week. That would be fine. I can certainly do that. And remember too that this is the problem area up here, that if you were to just email me through the school system, I get a notification here, I get a little bell up here, and then I get one sent to my Yahoo, and it's just like, it goes crazy. And so just use the Yahoo address, please. That's listed in the welcome message. So I wanted to give you just a couple of pointers. The first is that just in a regular YouTube search, I just typed in found object animation, and I didn't want to play this because if I play this, then it's going to get a copyright violation and I won't be able to post this note to you. But this is a modern resource for you. Just go into YouTube, just found object animation, and kind of see what pops up and see what comes up. That's all the related things. Try wording it a little differently. There's tons of research out there. There's tons of references. There's no reason why you couldn't just do all the research in just a very quick amount of time. So the other thing that I wanted to put out there was that from the Principles of Animation sheet, for this project, there's no way that you can really get anywhere near squash and stretch. I can't even think of a toy that allows the user to have legitimate squash and stretch in it. So what you would be doing is just making sure that you're paying attention to timing and pacing. Pacing are things moving quickly and other things moving slowly. Do you start out moving slowly and then move more quickly within the shot itself? Don't pay attention to weight, because you don't have squash and stretch, so that's going to be a difficult thing. But do pay attention to easing in and easing out, or slowing in and slowing out, because that's one of the biggest principles of motion dynamics right there, is slowing into a key pose, slowing back out of it. You can certainly work with arcs. You can certainly get things to move on an arc. In nature, things move on arcs all the time. And you can do anticipations. So the idea that you want whatever the object is, a character, a car, a vehicle, a plane, a motorcycle, whatever it is, whatever that you've got your ideas on your table, it's going to go to the right. So take a slight motion to the left. That's the anticipation before it goes to the right. If it's going to go to the right really quickly, then take a bigger anticipation to the left. That's the general rule of movement and motion dynamics for animation. So don't worry about all the other ones. Just kind of pay attention to timing and spacing, pacing, easing in and easing out, and anticipation. Don't worry about all the other ones. The idea is having fun with it, making sure that you're trying to introduce some sort of narrative, some sort of appeal to it. With the camera, just look at the drawing that I did for everyone, and there's a couple other approaches. There's a couple other different methods. Make sure that your camera is locked down. Don't move it. There was YouTube video. I was watching this the other night about if someone has an iPhone 6, even the iPhone 7, I think, no, the iPhone 6, that the volume up button is a shutter to control the shutter if you have an iPhone 6. But you know, if you don't, you can touch that screen lightly to capture your image. Just make sure you're not moving the camera and trying to put it back and moving the camera again. To keep the camera in a static, stationary place. That's going to give you the best result for whatever you're doing under camera. Do a couple of test shots. Just have something static and then it moves to the left for an anticipation and then zips off to the right, and just have fun with it. You could even do little thumbnails and sketches of how you think you want the motion to go. You could even put those little arcs of motion, I mean, that's what this arc is right here, on the actual board you're using for your background. That way they don't have to think about it and you're paying more attention to having fun with it than all this technical production stuff behind it. So those are my two things. Just keep looking at the sheet that I gave you here. It's pretty legitimate, and go here. Remember that if I didn't say it already, that these Zoom sessions are listed right here. This is Tuesday at noon. I'm here, there's nobody here right now. And Fridays at 4 o'clock. Again, if you want any other time, it's billyb_44@yahoo.com. And just email me there rather than all the other places. All right, let me know. Thanks everybody, have a good day.